At this point, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to recognize the presence of Honorable Chinwe Margaret and the Honorable Vice Chairperson of Ndokwa West Local Government Area. Please put your hands together for her as she's rightly seated. Thank you very much, ma'am. Your presence is highly appreciated. Also sitting close to her is Honorable Cecilia Eko, the Vice Chairman Ndokwa East Local Government Area. Please put your hands together for her too. Thank you. And also, now we move to the goodwill messages. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my singular honor at this point to bring to the microphone the man I'm about to call. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, please put them together for Brigadier General Mike Ndubisi, retired, for the first goodwill message we're having on this occasion. Thank you, sir.
The guests of honor, Major General E.E. Emeka, the GOC 6th Division, the Executive Governor of Delta State, who is also my boss, His Excellency Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Oboroweri, here ably represented by our very own, the MD of the Super Deck, Honorable Festus Ochonago. You're welcome. Our host, Uncle Ogo, as I usually call you, Major General Ogeleka, you're welcome. Senior officers here present, the madams, very senior officers. In fact, let me rest on the existing protocol because I know that the list is very, very long. I want to thank especially the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General W. Shaibu, for carrying on the tradition of his predecessors in terms of this intervention project of the Nigerian Army Civil Military relations. Indeed, I want to say that those of you who know me actually know that I am of Ogume extraction. Actually, I got to know Ogume before my ancestral home through my very good friend and brother, late Major Babs Agali. He first introduced me to Ndokwa Nation, and from there, Ogume became my home before I started going home. So I want to thank the Army in particular for providing the funds for this project, and also thank the visionaire who is the host, the chief host today, Major General Ogeleka, for taking it, deeming it fit to put the project here. Actually, this iconic project, as I call it, is a social enhancer for our people, not just for Ogume community alone, but for the Ndokwa Nation. I see a situation whereby people from other areas of Ndokwa Nation will be visiting Ogume solely to see what the Army has established here. And it gives me hope that we don't have to depend on only the politicians to attract projects to our communities. Projects attracted by any individual or organization. And I want to thank the Army very well for doing this. Now, the host had also said and appealed to the users of this project to please use it judiciously and also maintain it. This is very, very apt and very necessary. I also want to recommend that, I don't know if it's already done, it might be very necessary to appoint a manager of the recreational park, which is very, very important. Somebody has to be on the affairs of it. And perhaps also, for identity's sake, to name this place after the Chief of Army Staff, who also provided the funds for it. On this note, I want to thank every one of you. Thank you very much. Ishegwari.
Please put those hands together more for that General Mike Udubisi retired. Thank you very much, sir. And your remarks are well noted. Now coming to the microphone, please, ladies and gentlemen, permit me one more time to bring to the mic, after I've already recognized him, the honorable member representing Ndokwa West local government area at the Delta State House of Assembly. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Charles Emeto.
You know I'm a politician, so I will start from recognizing His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, represented here by one of my key leaders, one of the very people who brought me into politics, Chief Festus Ochonogo, Managing Director, Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the SOPADO. Our special guest of honor, our host, my brother General Delaka, my friend General Sonebari. I happen to also be a member of the House Committee on Security. So somehow we've had close to interface once or twice. Let me, on behalf of Ndokwa particularly and Ogume community, thank the Chief of Army Staff, General Waidi Shaibu, for this novelty in our climb. I grew up around soldiers. I didn't see anything like this when I was growing up. So this is a novelty to me. And it's actually very gladdening that it's happening in my time in government and in my constituency. I thank you for this. I want to say a project like this can serve as a catalyst for the urbanization of Ogume as a community. And that is why I would appeal to the community to not just put this to very good use, but also protect it with everything that they have. It is not easy to have a son who remembers that he has a home. Not many people remember to come back home. So I'm commending him very seriously because things like this hardly happen for the kind of jobs that they do. I thank Ogume community for providing an enabling environment for this project to also be sited here. Ogume is going to be a very peaceful community, and so this is not surprising to me at all. For me, the takeaway is that this project is a mix of the modern and the cultural. It can serve as a rallying point for this community to meet, to recreate, and to properly unify, particularly with the monument that has been put there, which represents the entire 7 quarters of the community. I'm very happy it is happening at this time. Politically speaking, Ogume community is 2 wards out of 10 in Ndokwa West, so Ogume is 20% of Ndokwa West. If it's happening in 20%, that means there is hope for us as a constituency, and that is why I'm very happy. I want to thank God I was able to attend this ceremony. This time yesterday, I wasn't sure I would come. I traveled to Lagos, had serious flight challenges, finally landed in Asaba at about 9 p.m. The plane that brought me could not even take off after landing in Asaba. You can imagine the kind of luck one has. Immediately we landed, the plane developed fault. And those who were meant to go to Lagos could not go. One of my speaker now this morning. So every day when we wake up, we must thank God for the opportunity of life. That is why I'm joining the pool of Ogume to thank God and to thank the Nigerian Army establishment, particularly the Department of Civil Military Affairs, for this novelty of bringing things home to the civil populace, so we can begin to see you more. And when we were young, you hardly see them. They have a way of being very far away. When you manage to see them, you want to run away from them. Look at all of us here now sitting down with soldiers. I think life will be better. Thank you very much.
And talking about flying plane, the kind of plane where I entered yesterday, now that can only say if you want lift, if you want fly, you go share like this. Seriously, Honorable Sir, when I need to help us more, we need to get some kind of serious laws which will protect us for those of us when they use the services for the civil space. That spoiled my bag yesterday. Oh God, but it is well. It is well. Ladies and gentlemen, about this time, there is no way we will not have this moment in an occasion like this, because we have the #1 man of the state, Delta State. Although not physically present, but ably represented by one of our own. He said, don't do it well. In a leader of leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, to represent the Governor of Delta State, His Excellency, Governor Oborewori, please put your hands together if they are not too busy for the MD, the Superintendent, Chief Festus Ochonogo.
The leadership army that is here. Let me stand on the already established protocol. I'm here, like you said, representing His Excellency, Right Honorable Sheriff Ogume, who is unavoidably absent. Presently is in Lagos for other assignments. But because of the importance attached to this type of relationship, he directed that I should be here to represent him. And that is why I'm here to join this epoch making ceremony. Epoch in the sense that it is initiative of the Army to strengthen a civil-military relationship. And as government, we cannot see somebody that is helping to strengthen that relationship and you decide to shy away from it. And that is why we said I should be part of this ceremony to thank the military for this initiative, which is also not far from the more agenda. Because what we are trying to do is provide amenities, provide infrastructure, ensure that we have sustained peace and security. And that is what more agenda is talking about. And this initiative and creation is geared towards attaining those. And so what we have done in this establishment is helping to strengthen the more agenda in the Ogume community. So I want to, on behalf of His Excellency, thank our host, Major General Goleka, and also the leadership for the creation. This will definitely go a long way in bringing the civil and military together towards strengthening your non-kinetic strategy of security mechanism and architecture in the country. So I want to thank the military for this and pray that we try as much as possible to sustain it. No matter the magnitude, what we have here will go a long way in impacting positively on this community. We will just see it this way, but it has impact. The project has come to stay. And to make that impact, we need to also make sure we monitor the sustainability and maintenance of the project. Like our leader said, somebody should be in charge to maintain it, no matter how small it is, because that is the only way the value will be achieved and the value will be sustained. The monument that is there is very critical and instructive. So Ogume community should know that what we have done, what the Army and Major General has done, is to symbolize Ogume 7 clan in that place. And because it is 7 and the monument is there, let us take it as a point of unity, a point of cohesion, a point of coming together to strengthen our intra-community cohesion in the community. Because Ogume is very important to us, particularly those of us from Otaguno. Because I'm from Otaguno, and we know the relationship we have with Ogume. So let us, as much as possible, use this infrastructure to strengthen, and the monument too, to strengthen that our heritage, because that is the essence of putting it here. So on that note, I want to thank the military for this initiative, and also thank Ogume community for providing the support and the land to put it in place, and urge all of us to see it as our own project. It is not a Major General Ogeleka project, it is our project. You only help in facilitating it. So all of us should take ownership of it. And the only way we take ownership of it is to make sure we continuously monitor what is happening here. We shouldn't encourage somebody coming here to destroy whatever it is included in that place. So on that note, I want to thank all of us, those of us that have come outside Delta, and I assure you that as government, we will continue to encourage this type of development, because it will go a long way in strengthening our more agenda in the state. Thank you, and God bless all of us.